What's up, everyone? I'm Alex Neff, your real estate resource. Have you ever had trouble choosing a paint color for your home and wondered how designers and artists always find the best color combination? You're not alone. Their secret is the application of color theory to every detail. Color theory is a useful tool you can use when choosing colors for your paint, furniture, and finishes. Plus, it's easier to implement than you might think. Color theory is both a science and an art that involves the study of hues and how to use them in harmony. In art, color can affect the mood and aesthetics of a piece, but the same principles apply to home design. The characteristics of every color are determined primarily by its hue. Remember the color wheel? The first color wheel dates back to the 17th century when Sir Isaac Newton observed the visible spectrum of light during his prism experiment. He saw that all color combinations came from three primary colors: red, yellow, and blue. From those three colors, he discovered secondary colors, which are primary colors mixed in various combinations that result in green, orange, and purple. And from there, he discovered tertiary color combinations, which are colors made from one primary and one secondary color, like blue green. There's an American painter that expanded Newton's ideas into a three-dimensional color by adding the categories of chroma, which is the purity or intensity of a color. He also noted the color value, which is the lightness or darkness of the color. The interactions of hue, chroma, and value are the basis by which we still interpret color today as shade, tint, and tone, which can change a color's intensity and its appearance when next to other colors. Here's a pro tip. Shade is a color to which black has been added. Tint is a color to which white has been added. And tone is a color to which black and white have both been added. Now that we understand how colors interact, we can use the relationships of all colors to find a beautiful palette to use in your home. First, pick a color temperature. Color temperatures range from cool to warm, and just like a thermometer, you can gauge with your eyes how cold or warm a color is. Depending on a color temperature, it can invoke feelings of joy and passion or relaxation and creativity. Traditionally, the three coolest colors are blue, green, and purple, but they become warm if they're mixed with a warm shade. The same applies to warm colors when mixed with cool shades. Even neutral colors have a temperature. You just need to determine their undertone. For example, a cool blue bathroom could feel like a serene spa, while a warm yellow bathroom could feel like a burst of energy in the morning. Think about what time of day you like to shower and when you spend the most time in the bathroom. Use color temperature according to your preference and how you want to feel when you step into the room. You can mix warm and cool colors or stick to just one color temperature depending on the look you're going for. A mixed color temperature palette can offer a more playful and bolder atmosphere than a single color temperature can. Next, choose a color scheme. Be mindful that the more colors you use, the more carefully you'll need to place them. The following combinations in no particular order are known as harmonies, and each will bring a unique look to your space. First, there's monochrome. This is described as three shades, tones, and tints of the same color that create a subtle and relaxing aesthetic. A bathroom or bedroom is the best place for a monochrome color scheme. Second, there's complementary. This is described as two colors that are on opposite sides of the color wheel. This combination will emphasize the colors you choose for a bold look. A formal dining room or entryway looks great with complementary colors. Third, there's analogous. This is described as three side-by-side colors on the color wheel that offer an understated look. Consider an analogous color scheme for an office or another area that needs a hint of color without looking busy. Next, there's triadic. This is described as three evenly spaced colors on the color wheel that create a vibrant look using one dominant or two accent colors. It's common to use a triadic palette in a room with no windows, like a finished basement. Lastly, there's tetradic or double complementary. This is described as four colors evenly spaced on the color wheel. Typically, there is one dominant color and three accent colors. Using a tetradic color scheme is common in children's bedrooms or a creative hobby space. Now, how can you determine how much of each color to use? It can be easy to find a color you love and run with it, but make sure that you attractively balance your palette. Most designers abide by the 60-30-10 rule. This is that a dominant color covers about 60% of the room, a secondary hue takes up about 30% of the room, and accent colors take up 10% of the room. This rule doesn't just apply to paint, it can be used for every element in every room: pillows, furniture, lampshades, rugs, you name it. This should all be a part of the color equation. Keep in mind the 60-30-10 rule is just a guideline, so don't be afraid to find your perfect balance. Also, something else to consider is lighting and how it will interact with the colors in the space, too. White and black affect the shade and tint of colors. If you have less natural light hitting the room, you can add pops of white. If the room is full of sunshine, consider adding some dark accents. When color theory is applied properly, it can transform your home into a space you love. For more help, an interior designer can be a great source of expert information and inspiration that I'd be happy to connect you with. Hopefully, you learned something about color theory and how to really harmonize your space. And if you found this video valuable, make sure to smash that subscribe button, like, and comment below, and tell your friends. Feel free to reach out anytime with any real estate questions.